Hi, I'm Barry, this is Mega City Gaming, and this is how to make videos for YouTube using PowerPoint, or how to actually edit the videos and make them a little bit more nice or nicer than they would be just recording a video and slapping it on YouTube. This is what I use. I only use it because I have it and I know how to use it. That's why I use it. So this is for a friend. This video is for a friend. He just asked me how I edit my videos, and so I'm just showing him. But I thought I might as well help everyone else out at the same time who may be thinking about videos and maybe thinking, oh, I'm never going to be able to make videos as good as other people, although mine aren't that good. Anyway, so the first thing you want to do is you want to create a folder. You want to put all your video files in there that you want to use. You want to put an image file in there for a background or whatever you want to use for your intro and outro. You want to put any sound files in there, any music files that you want to use for the video, any resources you'll put in one folder. Then you obviously you create a new PowerPoint file, and you open that, and then this is what you do. Right, here it says click to add first slide, so we add first slide. So this is basically a PowerPoint presentation. It consists of slides which will be displayed along the edge here on the left hand panel. So what we want to do is right click over here, click new slide, and you'll get a new slide. Basically the first slide we want for the intro, the second slide we want for the actual video. So we go back to our original folder, reduce the size of the window, and select a movie file, an MP4 file, and simply click and drag the file over to this panel, which is the slide, and let go. So drag and drop, basically let go, and if you're lucky, there it is. There's the movie file, and just to be sure, you can click play. Yeah. And I've just turned off the sound so you can hear me. So yeah, there's not much going on because
lightly armoured torso.
But as you can hear, it's working. So this is the movie file. It clearly shows that I can play movies in this version of PowerPoint. So that's all we want to know for the minute. You can manipulate this file, adjust the sound volume here. You can also go to the playback area, and what you want to do is have it automatically start automatically. So that means you don't have to click to start it. The video will just play through from the intro to the video to the outro without having to click or do anything. Right, you can also expand or reduce the size of this video in the window. Yeah, so like that. Can we increase the size? You can also, where is it, format, you can also add a frame. So I like to add this frame because it's it adds a kind of a border around the edge, yeah, which you can decorate a border. If you add a border, then it means the video there won't be any loss, and you won't see any gaps between the video and the border. Anyway, okay, one more thing. What we want to do is slide size. We want, so basically go to design at the top, the tab, design tab, go to slide size here and select widescreen, because most videos and YouTube use widescreen now. So click that, and then the video should fit quite well into this shape. Okay, next thing we have to do is create a background for your bumpers. So bumpers are the intro and outro, yeah. So as you remember, I had a picture file in the folder, the same folder as the videos and all the other files that you're going to use. Anything that you use creating this video, you should put all in the same folder, and it's easier to find. Right, so drag and drop the picture file into the first slide over here, and that's it. Increase the size. If it's like a slightly different shape like this one is, you can just drag it off the edge. As long as there's no white showing, it's fine, and then it will just you can move it around to suit. Yeah. And then when you drag it around and you see like a little dotted line down the middle, that means it is centered. Yeah, so right now it's centered, which is good if you have an image that is important to have in the middle. Right, okay, so that's the image for our bumper. Right, the next thing we want to do is create a title. So this is, imagine this is your YouTube video, yeah. On the second slide, the first slide will be the intro video, intro part of the video. So we want to add, so we go to insert, and then we go to text box. Yeah, so insert text box, so click on that and then click where you want the text box to be. You can move it around after you've done it anyway, so no big deal. And then type the title. Let's call it Mega City Gaming. Let's call it, actually let's have that separate, Mega City. Yeah, and then the second, so again we go to insert text box and we have Mega City Gaming as the second text box. Two text boxes. Right, so obviously those are very small, you can't really see them. Go to, where is it? Let's go to format. Yeah. Actually, I think what we want to do is go to home first and increase the size of the text as you would in any. Let's have it at 60 for the moment, and then we can move it around like so. And again, we get the dotted line which shows it's in the middle. That's good for the text because we want the text in the middle where people can see it. And this one, again, we're going to increase the size to about, I don't know, 60, and we'll have that one in the middle too. Excellent. Right. But again, it's still not very visible. It's black, you can't really see what's going on. Okay, what do? We go to format at the top, select the first piece of text and select, let's select one of these. These are things you can do. There you go. So that's a little bit more visible, but not that great. Text effects. So you've got all these effects you can have. You can have shadow, glow. Let's have a bit of glow on that. Yeah, that's a bit more visible. It's very loud and obnoxious, difficult to read. Yeah, there you go. I could even increase the size of that one more time. Go back to home. Let's increase it to 96. Yeah, have it massive right in the middle. There we go. Right, and then we do the same for the other one. Again, we go to format, we go to choose one of these maybe. Yeah, some of them are really ugly. Let's try that one. And let's let's bevel it. Bevel Bevel devil, yeah, okay. So we beveled that. We can obviously change the colors of all these effects and stuff like that. We can also do something like this. We can have it arcing, we can have it squashed, wobbly, timey-wimey, yeah, all these things. Yeah, okay, let's have it like that. There we go. Let's have it in the middle where it was before. Okay, great. And let's increase the size a little bit more. So let's go to home again. Oh, we can't increase the size because we screwed it up with the effect. So what we can do, if it won't let you change the size, we can just drag the edge and make it huge. There we go. Right. Okay. So we've got the titles. So what we also want to do is we want to add an animation effect. So we go to animation tabs at the top, and we want, say, this first part of the title, we want that, let's have that flying in. So we click this text box, we click animation, we click fly in. Yeah. If you want it flying in from a different direction, you click effect options, and then you get a whole bunch of options from the bottom left, from the left, from the, yeah, basically all over the place. Let's have it coming on from the top. There we go. Okay, and we also want to, very important, we want to go to this part, and where it says start, we want it to start, let's say, with previous. So basically this means as soon as you click on this video, the animation will kick off. And you can also make it quicker or slower using this one, duration. Yeah. Right, this one. Let's have this one. What else we got? So different kinds of, I think the red ones are how they disappear, the green ones are how they come on, the yellow ones are just effects. So let's have, I mean, you play around with these, of course, you get to preview them if you like. Let's have random bars, there we go. And let's have that again, we want that, let's have that after previous, which means the Mega City one, the Mega City logo will come in, and then the gaming will happen. So let's preview. If we preview this, there we go. So preview means we get to see what happens on this slide. Right. So that's the first bumper, and the next one. The next thing we want to look at is transitions. Actually, no, not that. Let's put some music in there, yeah, because right now all we've got is a video and a silent intro. So let's get some music in there. So this is a music file, MP3 file. I got this from YouTube for free. YouTube has a whole bunch of music files people have made, and there's no copyright on them, and you can use them as you wish. So just browse them and select a bunch that you like and use one of those. So this is what I used. I got the free one. Again, drag and drop into the first slide. You can adjust the volume. So let's play it first. Right, that's pretty loud. So I'd like to make that a little bit quieter, so it's the same kind of volume as the video. You can change that anytime, and it's worth, of course, when you've finished making all the slides of your video, you should watch it, preview it by going to slideshow, and here from the beginning, click that, and you can watch the whole thing from the beginning and judge for yourself if any of the slides are too loud or too quiet. You can adjust them accordingly. Right, anyway, So what we want to do first is we go to playback. We want to click this one, start automatically, so it's not, you know, starting after these animations or anything like that. It starts right at the beginning, and we want it to play across slides. Yeah, so that means it won't suddenly cut off when we go to the next slide. Maybe you want it to cut off, maybe you don't, but I like to be in total control of the music, so I want it to continue playing and end naturally. Let's have a fade out of, let's say, 1 second, and I want to trim the audio, so click on trim, so playback tab, trim, because the beginning has like a fade in effect which I don't need, so let's see how long that is. So that's about 4 seconds. So let's cut the first 4 seconds. So you can either drag this green bar across. Right, let's try that. Yeah, that'll do. And then at the end we want this first frame to be, let's say 5 seconds. So so it starts at 4 seconds, and actually 5 seconds is pretty long. Let's have it at like 4 seconds. Let's try 4 seconds. We can watch it and judge for ourselves. So we drag the red slider to 4 plus 4 is 8, so let's drag it to about 8 seconds. Yeah, and then we play that and see how that goes. So what we want to do is click on the first slide, click on the transitions tab, and go to here where it says advanced slide. Make sure on mouse click is unselected and click after, and then about 5 seconds, the duration of basically that music clip. Yeah, so then after that 5 seconds it will advance onto the next slide. So let's go to slideshow and click from the beginning, and let's have a look.
As you can see, here are the torsos. They are
okay, so that works fine. Okay, so press escape to get out of that preview, and let's go back to the transitions tab. What I did do is I clicked on the second slide and I added a transition animation, so it kind of fades in, which is quite a nice non-jarring effect. So I clicked on fade, and you can alter the duration of that and all kinds of stuff, but yeah, that's basically what I did. So what you can do now is once you've got the bumper nicely fixed, you can right click on the panel on the left on the slide, and you can duplicate slide. So we've got two exactly the same. Why would we do that? I'll tell you why. Because we can drag this duplicate down to the bottom. So we've got an intro, a video, and an outro. The outro is the same as the intro. You can of course change, add and remove bits from the outro if you want it different to the intro, but it's effectively exactly the same. So the words are the same font. You don't have to mess about making the font again and messing about with all that, and the animations are the same, so it just saves a lot of time. Right, next thing we're going to do is have a look at editing the video itself. So what we can do is, for example, here we click on the video itself, we click on playback, and we click on trim video. Yeah, so let's say for example I want to just show the torsos and then have like a slide with a title about the next one. So what I can do is, so I'll leave the beginning here, and then I drag the ending of the video to where I think the end's going to be. So let's just have a look where that is.
Here they are, so front and back, quite nicely detailed and not too...
Right, so we want to increase the end time a little bit. Let's increase the end time a little bit. Okay, let's have another look.
Quite nicely detailed and
takes a bit of time. Takes a bit of time, and obviously it's a little bit annoying. So click the up arrow and try again.
Quite nicely detailed and
la 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 la.
Not too much cleaning.
Yeah, okay, let's try it a little bit more.
Not too much cleaning required, I think.
Right, and then that's a nice cut-off point. So let's leave that trimmed like that. So if you click OK, this video will be trimmed exactly like that. Okay. And then, okay, so we want here, let's duplicate that slide. So this video is also trimmed the same, but so click on the video, click on playback and click on trim video, and you see so the first video on this slide is trimmed like this. This video we want trimmed to show, for example, the legs. So let's advance that a little bit like that, and let's move the start to about there, and let's click play to preview it.
Two different leg options.
Right, so we want that a little bit before. Okay, play.
Here are the two different leg.
That's takes a bit of playing around, find the right place.
Here are the two different leg options I chose.
Right, and let's just assume that's right, just for brevity, and then click OK. So now we have two parts of the same video: torsos, legs. Okay, and in here what I can do is again duplicate slide, drag and drop this slide between the two parts of the video, and here I can, for example, just change that font and just change that text and write spelling. Do you even spell legs? Let's call it legs. Stick that in the middle. Where is the middle? There it is. And get rid of that one. Just delete that off the face of the map. And we could even just increase the size of that so it's huge. Can we do that? No, we can't. What about like that? Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, and we'll delete the music file from that that slide as well, because there we go. And we're going to go to transitions, and we'll have this title page there for only about 2 seconds, yeah, because it's not doing anything. So okay, let's preview that from, so go to slideshow, from current slide. Okay, that's fair enough. And then
two different Lego.
It'll go into the next one. So there we go. So we got an intro, we got the first part of the video, we got a title page, we got the second part of the video, and we got the outro. So there you go. And you just continue doing like that, and I'm sure if you play around with this you can make videos better than I can. One more thing, when you have finished creating your video, you've edited your video, you've put in bumpers, you put in music, you put in sound, all that stuff, and you're ready to, you've obviously you've gone to slideshow, you've previewed it, you've altered the volumes of the sounds and all kinds of things like that, and you're ready, you have to be ready, you have to preview it. Don't do the next step without previewing it, you will waste hours of time. When you're ready, go to File, go to Export, go to Create Video, go to here, Full HD that's pretty good. That's a nice quality. You probably wouldn't want to go to Ultra HD because that would take way too long. Full HD is fine, yeah. So go to Full HD. Don't touch any of these options here, they're fine. And then go to Create Video. Then you'll be given like a save window, so you can just save it into the video folder where the PowerPoint file is. Give it a name and click Save. Yeah, this will literally take hours, depending on how long the video is. It will take hours and hours. So what you do, click Save and just leave your computer for a few hours and come back later. It takes hours and hours for this to happen. For my computer is a gaming computer. It's quite high spec. A 15-minute video can take like 40 minutes to save. You can do other stuff while it's saving. It's not resource hungry. It just takes time. And then that will save into the same folder, and then you just open your folder. And it will be in there. And again, you want to watch it just to make sure it's not crap and everything is fine, and then you can upload it to YouTube as normal. So it cannot be stressed enough, preview your video before exporting to an MP4 file, because it takes hours. Okay, that's it from me. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe and comment. If you have any requests or any questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to at least try and help. Thank you. Bye bye.